What would you say to female creators?
I would say, girlfriend, this is your time to shine, because it has never been a better time to start a company or a brand or be a creator, a female creator that is, than now. I feel like the world is a different place than it used to be, even 10 years ago. Like I was just talking to Chris's mom about this when we were in Atlanta. Women are just taking a stance, and I feel like we're taking the business world by storm. We're starting businesses 5 times faster than males, and I think that the internet has a lot to do with it. The fact that we don't have to choose anymore. We can still be bosses and be moms and be whatever we want because we can do it from home. And even if you don't work at home, it's an amazing time to be a female entrepreneur. I would say empower yourself, really, really educate yourself. Make sure that you are focused on the right strategies. Don't get distracted and do not listen to the noise. There's a lot of voices out there that don't necessarily understand what it's like to be a female entrepreneur, right? So it's totally okay to kind of carve your own path. There's all these different, people that I feel like tend to put women in a box. And from a female perspective, especially when it comes to doing business in a mostly male-dominated space, don't let anybody put you in a box. Like, do not allow other guys to be like, you need to do this, or other girls to say, oh, you need to do that. Like, find your own path and trail, your own path, your own journey, because we have so much to offer as females to the world. Like, there are so many amazing gifts that I see in females specifically that I feel like men don't necessarily have, and that's a good thing. Like, there's so many things that men bring to the table that women don't have, and that's totally okay. We have to just own who we are. We don't need to be guys. We don't have to perform like them in the workspace. We just need to be who we are, females, and celebrate what it is to be a woman and just build a brand around it. I feel like a lot of women in the past, they had to exert this like super alpha energy in the workplace and like change who they were to fit into a male dominated environment. And that's not the case anymore. Like, women were allowed to be women, and I think that's an amazing and beautiful thing. It doesn't mean that like we're better than men or that men are better than us. We're just different. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I think women just need to just go out there and get it, and don't be afraid of what people are going to say. Don't choose, just follow your path and your dreams, and don't let anyone put you in a box.
It's interesting because coming from a male's perspective is I listen to Jenna Kutcher, and she's always like, well, we have some male people that listen to like, man, you put out really awesome content, like that thing. And also another specific example is I think one of the most recent posts that you just had was, hey, this is a girl post. If you are a male, yes, you're not going to dig this. But I think that speaks volumes to what you just said, where it's like, hey, I'm going to do this. Just know that I still have the content for you, but this is for my ladies.
Yeah, this is for my girls. And like, that's another.
I want to do you sit here and do the Beyonce dance? Like, while I'm there.
I love it. Yeah, it's one of those things where like people are always asking me like, are you building a female brand? It's like, no, I'm just building a brand, and I'm a girl. So like, girls are going to gravitate towards me, and that's awesome. Like, I'm going to have pink and black and like purple on my website. I'm going to be female and like really girly. And I do have to give my husband credit for this, because for a long time, like I have more male followers on YouTube than I do females. And I'm very aware of that, but it doesn't change my aesthetics. It doesn't change the way that, I look and feel, because I follow so many dudes online that are so awesome, and I get so much out of, like their content. And I don't look at whether or not their branding is like flowers and feminine so that I can relate to it, right? Like, I see the value. It doesn't bother me. It's cool. So a lot of times, we'll get people asking like, oh, is this for dudes? Like, are dudes allowed? Of course, like everyone's allowed in our community. Like we have a lot of men who are in the business lounge, and that's awesome. Yes, it's mostly female dominated because that's just the nature of things. But for me, I'm very, very like aware that we have two different kinds of people, and I'm going to be serving something special for the ladies. I'm sorry, I can't do like a dudes talk section because That would be very weird.
Yeah.
But in the business lounge, for example, someone was like, can you do like a makeup tutorial? And like, I was like, this is not business related. But
Yeah.
if they want that, that's awesome. Like, we'll do a section and then I'll have male guests that'll teach my guys how to dress up for videos and look fly. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's really awesome to be able to have a space where you can do both. And that's okay.